Hello everyone and welcome to another Historic video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Broodscale combo deck in Historic format. So funny enough, a few days ago, Greenwire has hit #1 Mythic with this deck and decided to share this deck with me. And I'm actually kind of surprised they hit #1 with this deck because there's a lot of strong decks in Historic format at the moment. So for a deck that requires 3 cards to combo, I'm actually kind of surprised that this deck was able to hit #1 in Historic format. Now, if you don't know, the combo goes like this. You have the Basking Broodscale. If you have the Terran Soul Cleaver attached to this card, Terran Soul Cleaver adds +1/+1 counter whenever a creature dies. So in this case, if an Eldrazi spawn dies, it'll put a counter on the Broodscale, and in turn, the Broodscale is going to generate an Eldrazi spawn, and you can sacrifice a spawn to add infinite +1/+1 counters on the Broodscale. So if the Broodscale is allowed to attack, you do have infinite damage. However, because you are generating infinite Eldrazi spawns, that means you have infinite mana. That means you can cast things like Ugin Eye of Storm, or even play Kha'Zix's Command and search for a Glaring Fleshraker and eventually win the game. Which is another combo piece for the Broodscale, because whenever another colorless creature enters, this deals 1 damage to each opponent. So every time you sacrifice an Eldrazi spawn, the Broodscale is going to make another Eldrazi spawn, but that's going to be the infinite damage without having to attack with the Broodscale. Now, I do have some concerns because I don't know how this deck wins against like decks with a lot of interaction spells, because in a usual Eldrazi deck, you ramp with cards that opponent can't really interact with. So for example, Sowing Myco Spawn comes to mind. But in this deck, the ramping is on a permanent that opponent can interact with. For example, the Fleshraker, or something like a Utopia Sprawl. Instead of Utopia Sprawl, we have things like Delighted Halfling instead. So if opponent has a lot of removal spells, our ramp plan can be stifled, which is really bad news because we do play a lot of expensive cards. But considering that Greenwire has hit #1 with it, I'm pretty curious to see how this one goes. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Historic Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. All right. Mono green. It's probably mono green Devotion, right? Yep.
I'll show you Drywalker something truly spectacular.
My hand isn't great against the mono green at the moment. It's definitely not looking great. Just a lot of lands.
Got that sinking feeling again.
Battle Crier. This is another card that I kind of wanted to play, but currently in Arena, the only place you can kind of play this in is like mono green, which is not something that I'm kind of fond of playing at the moment.
Let us begin. My legacy will be one. My preparations are near.
What do we even get? Like, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know, let's grab a Sky Sovereign, I guess. Try to kill the Teamer Battle Crier. Might be a little bit too late, though. Might be a bit late.
This will not deter me.
Okay, another Rona. Thankfully, my opponent actually didn't have much.
Let's get moving.
Okay, they drew a Outcaster. Why would you surrender? What? 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 Maybe they thought I had another Ugin in hand or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna put in a Dismember and take out a Mind Stone. I think we keep this one. Since we have turn 2 Kozilek's Command. Oh. I think we go with this, right? So we can go Kozilek's Command and get additional Eldrazi spawn next turn. All right. Make 2 and exile. And we'll attack. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already have 7 mana, by the way. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, the Flesh Raker is kind of sick.
I have faced piece by piece. Innovation is our advantage.
Another one. Interesting. Now play the Malevolent Rumble. Grab Basking Broodscale. Now play the Karn. We can't play this unfortunately, but it's for the future. Unless, can we kill them?
I battle for the forces of good.
Oh my god. That was actually kind of insane. I mean, we have a pretty fast clock. Like, especially if opponents, like, they don't have, like, a removal spell. Right? Okay, that sucks. That sucks. Another one? Okay. So I knew it was a Sorin deck. It sucks that they naturally had this hand. Okay, let's go to the next one. I actually don't think we sideboard. This could be good. We'll top a land. I kind of wish that, I mean, I hope opponent doesn't have, like, Thoughtseize again. I think compared to, like, last game when we played against, like, mono green, I think the difference is, like, whether or not having, like, Kazakh's command and stuff like that. Okay, that's actually pretty good. One card away from winning the game. Disruptor Flute? This doesn't do anything, right? Activate abilities of a source with the chosen name. One, two, three, four, 5. We have 5 mana. I think I'll just activate the adapt here. Emperor Bones. Oh, Karn is pretty good. Karn is actually pretty good because that's going to generate additional Eldrazi spawn. I could also Oasis, put 3 damage on one of a creature, and then that's 8 damage, but I think I just kind of want to ramp with the Karn. Deal damage like this. And they'll play the Disruptor Flute in response.
Our actions determine to fight alongside friends than against them.
Okay, so they go up to 7. I mean, depends if I block. Do I block? One, two, three, four, 5, 6. I will need to draw a card. I think I let this go. Because I would need to draw a land so I can play like Ugin or stuff like that.
Please do not do that.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't get a land. That's very unfortunate. Could have been a win there. Definitely could have been a win there. Why didn't they attack with the Emperor Bones? They missed out on free damage. Because I wouldn't have blocked, right? Okay, final turn for me. Final turn. Okay, we got a land. I think we play the Ugin. Probably get rid of a Belmerk. Yep, that one.
Power belongs to the patient.
Plus.
I see no threat. Insight is vital to success.
Okay, we might actually get another turn with the Ugin, was I was gonna say, but apparently not.
I drink only the finest. I guess you'll do.
The Emperor Bones also kind of makes my Emrakul really bad, right? And considering that they also have a Damping Sphere, they shut me down pretty good. Okay. So currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana. So I can exile 2 things. So I'll probably block like this because I would need this.
You cannot pierce my scales.
So they can't play the free spell because of their own Damping Sphere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god, we're 1 off. No, we're 2 off. Okay, let's plus.
The wise heed my advice.
Okay. So I'll play the Devourer of Destiny. Now we kind of have to get rid of these two. You know?
Preparation yields success.
Also, we have 7 mana. So if we top deck any of our 7 mana cards, we're also in a pretty good spot.
No reason to stay and fight.
Our fiends thirst for life.
Okay. So getting rid of the Damping Sphere, what would that do? I put a land in the graveyard, which would make the Emrakul into 11 cost. And then I can Ugin's Lab the Emrakul. So I would have 4, 5, 6 mana total, which isn't gonna be enough to cast the Emrakul. Okay, I'll pass. They have another... Oh, they have an Ulamog this time. Alright, that is GG's. I think?
The blood calls to your soul.
Yeah, I think that's over. Alright. Okay, we have a Malevolent Rumble. Multi 5. I'm gonna get a card. A Fleshraker? That is tempting, but I think I just want lands at the moment. Right.
I will fight for we can do this.
I'll grab a liquid metal coating. Okay.
This is for our protection.
They did ramp though, so not in a good spot, obviously. That's pretty insane. That is pretty insane.
You are only hurting yourself.
What do we do? What do we do? I think we lost the early Null Drifter. Is too much for us, I think. And we're kind of stuck on mana like this. Alright. Let's bring this member. This is definitely keepable because we can find a land with a Devour of Destiny and then play a Malevolent Rumble next turn. Or if we find an Ugin's Lab, we can even go like Fleshraker instantly, which is really good. Okay, we did. Fantastic. Question is, do I play the Soul Cleaver now? I guess not. Because if you cast the Soul Cleaver from this card, You get your mana back instantly. Okay. We got a couple of choices here. We could like Kha'Zix Command or I guess we can just cast this. We'll see. Delighted Halfling. Okay, it was a Doorkeeper Thrall. I think I'm okay with that. And I think we pass. Or should I try to equip this? I think we pass. Prismatic Ending. Okay, good thing we didn't sacrifice these. That would have been pretty bad. That actually would have been pretty bad. Attack, attack. I think I'll just play the Delighted Halfling and pass. I'll just do it for 2. All right.
Evil must not be tolerated. If we must fight, I welcome all assistance.
Grab the Soul Cleaver. Okay, we won with the combo. And we go again. We can't keep this. Much better. Much better. Another Flesh Raker. Oh, Ugin's actually kind of sick. I think I'll actually take the Ugin. So let's say I go Delighted Halfling and they go like Strict Proctor. I can still pay for it next turn. It is kind of annoying that they actually did go Strict Proctor though. Yeah, it's definitely annoying. I could go Glaring Fleshraker instead. That's a pretty fast flage. My god. The high roll potential is insane with that deck. It is absolutely insane. So I'm playing Ugin, exiling Emrakul. Guess I need to get more lands. I think I'm dead though. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're dead. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're dead. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any, like, dismembers or anything. Actually, like, Kozak's command could help us get out of this, but we didn't get it. Okay, I'll keep this. I do think we are running into some bad matchups, though. Like, a strict Proctor matchup is really bad for us. You know, burn matchups, really bad for us as well. One, two, three. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab an Ugin here. I guess I can technically protect the Ugin here by playing the Ugin's Lab. Are we finally gonna win a game? Wow, okay. I mean, the games that we win does kind of seem unfair at times, but like I said, if other player has a lot of interaction spell, like, it's pretty bad. But if they don't have interaction spells, yeah, like I said. Oh, the sound bugged. No. I think I'm going to exit out of this with this hand and then restart my client. And we'll keep this one. Okay, Karn was a very good draw if they are on Marvel. I'm actually surprised Mistman's on Marvel deck. Kind of a weird thing to see. Maybe they're not on Marvel. Maybe they're just like... Did I miss Q? Am I on Timeless? I don't know. We'll grab a Flesh Raker. Stock up. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go into Karn immediately, maybe? Or should I play another Flesh Raker? Like, am I gonna die next turn if I don't play Karn? I think I'm actually gonna go with the Flesh Striker. Because this is a really good ramp, you know? Fragment Reality. I didn't expect them to play Fragment Reality in that deck. So I guess I should have played the Karn. I think I'll play the Karn here. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so they're gonna have another Fragment Reality. It's a bit awkward. Oh, it's a bit awkward. I think I'll just go Karn here.
This is for our protection.
And I think I'm just going to grab a land. Because I need a double colorless. Yeah, I mean, the fact that opponent has Fragment Reality is like not working out for them. It's actually doing so bad for them, actually.
We cannot let Phyrexia win.
Okay. I guess I'm just playing Kazakh's Command then, right? My opponent could be on like an Ephemerate deck, actually. Because they're on like Recruiter of the Guard and stuff like that. So opponent passed. Does that deck run any like... Okay. I am going to Kazakh's Command here and spawn bunch of tokens and exile Graveyard. Nice. I still don't know what they're playing. I don't think I need to bring Dismember. I don't think I need to sideboard, actually. I'm actually very surprised to see Misfin playing a deck like this. Because he's usually on control, right? It's either control or he's on like a combo deck. Yeah, this is actually unironically a keep. Okay, let's just hope we get more like playable stuff. Like that. Okay. Karn or Ugin? I'm gonna go with the Karn because I think they're on Marvel. I think my opponent's playing Marvel. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe they're not on Marvel. That's crazy. What to do? I think we just go with this. We'll do it now. Should I do it now? They could have a consigned to memory. Okay, Recruiter Guard. They're leaving up Mana Confluence. Yep, they're leaving up Mana Confluence for whatever. Okay, never mind. We got an Ugin anyways. So I can even play Karn here.
That I cannot manage.
But it actually doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna plus.
My plan bears fruit.
I will say, I think Mispin start both games were incredibly slow. Like now that I see like Guide of Souls and stuff like that, I think they just got really unlucky. Because opponent also mulliganed a bunch of times as well, right? So I think they're just really unlucky right now. And the fact that they also have a blue splash probably means that they have consigned to memory in the deck. They didn't have it as well. I think they finally found a consign, but it might be too late. It might just be too late.
To possibility.
Okay, no consigns. Okay, it was a fragment reality.
I am the master of this world. I am Tarkir. Innovation is our advantage.
And we'll grab the Cityscape Leveler for the Haywire Might. What if they're playing like Stifle? You may cast creature spells with mana value 3 or less by paying energy rather than their mana cost. Okay. Okay, this is actually pretty sick. This is actually pretty sick. Man, the fact that they had 2 copies of it too, that's unfair. That's unfair. You can't have 2 copies. Oh boy. Am I gonna lose? Tapping permanents you don't control. Doesn't necessarily win them the game. If they can, like, lock me out of playing a card this turn, then they have a chance of winning, but we'll see what these two cards are. I mean, this was only possible because they had two copies of Sigardi and Evangel. Yeah, it was basically a 4-card combo. We'll see. I mean, they're gonna generate as many creatures as possible, and yeah. All right. So, we got some stuff to do. Let's ultimate.
This conflict is over.
I mean, any number, right? So, I guess we don't really mind if we just take everything. How do I already have, like, a timer, by the way?
Preparation. One step in the stride will not allow my progeny to continue. Heed my counsel.
I should be actually playing the Flesh Raker first.
Belongs to the patient. Knowledge is a virtue.
What a weird game. Yeah, what a weird game.
Belongs to the patient.
I'm just playing out just random cards, by the way.
My resources
Because,
are
we won. Basically.
preparation yields success.
We have infinite blockers, we have infinite damage. Infinite mana. You know, there was actually a way they could have won, by the way.
Flows
If they played out one of the Evangels on their turn, they could have attacked with the Haywire Might and then dealt damage to the Ugin so that, you know, I couldn't ult.
grant you a boon. Heed my counsel. I am the master of this world. Preparation. Evil must not piece by piece. Our victory will come together.
What a weird game. Oh my god, triggers. Oh my god, triggers.
Knowledge is a virtue.
Oh no! I messed up. I pressed the space bars too fast. Alright, GG's. Alright, so we took a look at this deck today, and we went exactly 3-3, losing 3 matches to a very interactive deck. We lost to a Strict Proctor Jeskai Control, and then we also lost to a Sorin deck, and then we also lost to a mono red Prowess deck. As it turns out, playing against a deck with, like, you know, if every other card that they have is like a removal spell or something like that, this deck really struggles against. Because compared to the usual Eldrazi deck, we're ramping with the Lighted Halfling, we're ramping with Glaring Fleshraker, right? If these go away, all the pressure in trying to ramp goes to either the Ugin's Lab or the Kha'Zix's Command. So all the pressure just goes on to these 2 cards, which we only have, you know, 8 copies of. All 3 matches, I didn't draw into Kha'Zix's Command against those matchup. So maybe that had to do with it, but it definitely doesn't feel like in a matchup where opponent just throws out a bunch of removal spells on your Lighted Halfling or Glaring Fleshraker. Those matchups are definitely not fun for this deck. So that's kind of my 2 cents here. If you're playing against a deck without too many interaction, I think this deck will succeed, but if you constantly meet decks that have way too many interaction spells, I think this deck will definitely struggle against. So yeah, that is my 2 cents with the deck. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.